I joined the Navy in 1967. I had a very short experience of war. I went to Vietnam for only a brief period of time on an escort ship to HMAS Sydney, which was referred to as the Vung Tau Ferry. It was a very interesting time. I think that it was strange to be in a location where you felt that you couldn't be confident that everybody was your friend. There were lots and lots of evidence of the military everywhere. We didn't see any civilians much. There were lots of military trucks and particularly helicopters and naval ships. All of my time in the Navy there were lots of stories, but there probably is one particular one which involved catching a quail that had come out of a mortar well. The mortar well is in the after part of the ship that I was on, and presumably this quail had got on board whilst we were alongside a wharf. I was happening to walk past the mortar well and I saw this thing come up out of the mortar well. Instinctively I flew for it like a cricket player and caught it in my left hand and then realised it was a bird. The unfortunate thing was that when the wildlife personnel were told we had a quail on board, they thought we said we had a whale on board. So when the television crew arrived at the wharf to visit the whale, they were disappointed that in fact it was a quail. I think war is a negative experience. I think, and this was the experience of the Royal Australian Navy, that the casualties they suffered were at sea due to what's now called euphemistically friendly fire. But in fact, HMAS Hobart got shot up by an American jet fighter with a mistaken identity. We don't talk about it, but there was a young Australian female entertainer who was shot accidentally by an American soldier who interestingly was trying to shoot his superior officer. So war brings out not only the best in people but often the worst in people. It is a very difficult situation in which people often have to make very quick split-second judgments, and they often make the wrong one. No, war is bad. Oh, I think war should be avoided at all costs. It's a very, very great disappointment to me that having been born at the end of the Second World War, I thought there was a good chance that wars would end, but it seems that is not at all likely. I think the experience of serving with other military personnel who were trained to cope with the ship and all its equipment expanded my understanding of what good work, in this case young men, although there are young women in the Navy now, what incredibly good work they could do.